just going to run through a few features, including layers and brushes. And we're going to use the picture of the rapper Lil Wayne. So here's a picture here that I've found of him. I'm just going to right click, copy the image, make a new canvas in Photoshop, and then just paste the Lil Wayne image straight into the Photoshop. So first thing I'm going to do is actually erase this background in the background here. So I'm going to come down and use the magic eraser tool. So all we do there is click on the background, and that should rub out all the background up to these points here, here and here. Now we're going to watch what happens when we click on this one. This one removes the colour from the shorts as well, so all we're going to do is just zoom in to this area here. I'm just going to do something simple here. I'm just going to make sure that I've got the white selected for the line tool, and just bring the line tool down there diagonally, just enough to separate the grey, and then I can just come back to magic eraser tool and click that there, and that should be us. So there we go, we've got our Lil Wayne picture. I'm just going to select them and just move them more into the middle. There we go. Now first thing I'm going to look at using is gradients. So we're just going to click on the layer here to hide the layer, make them disappear for a minute, and just click on the background. Now with the gradients, what we're going to do is we're going to change the background colour here, and what I'm going to use is I'm going to use the colour yellow just to match his chain. So just come into the colour selector, find a nice yellow, I'm going to go with that, and then come up here to the gradient tool, and what we're going to make sure is we've got a few options up here. We've got radial gradient, linear, angle, reflected and diamond. So the one that we're going to use is the radial gradient for this one, but you can choose which one you want. So we're just going to click in the middle here and scroll out a bit here. Now this looks like it's a bit too dark here and there's not enough light in the middle, so I'm just going to cancel that and come up here, and yeah, just make sure these are set up okay, and just change this one as well to a light white. There we go. So let's have a look and try it again, and just let's see what happens this time. So there we've got a bit of a different one there. Let's try it now. There, that's what we're looking at. So as you can see, depending on when you swap around this colour here, this changes the slide of where the gradient's going to go. So the one that we're wanting, that's still a bit too dark. The one we're wanting is this one where it's a white to a yellow background. So there we go, that's exactly what we're wanting. We're wanting the white in the middle with the yellow background, so that's perfect. Let's drop that in on there. That looks spot on. So the next thing we're going to do is just do a simple use of the brush, and we're going to come in here to the brushes tool and come up here and select a brush. You can select one of the brushes which is just really like a paintbrush template. Now there's a big selection of them here when you click on this button, and you can load in different ones, but we're just going to load in assorted brushes, which should just be the default one. And what we're going to do is we're going to look for this one here. This is like a star shaped one, and as you can see, you can change the size up here as well of the brushes, and we're going to select 50 and see what we can do with that. So we're just going to click. I'm just going to click on the top there with a little wane here. See. In fact, let's just make a new layer there. I don't think that's going to be big enough. Yeah, it's quite a small one. So what we're going to do is just come back into the size here. Just increase that. Yeah, there you go. It should show you the size that we're looking for. What we're really going to look for is just a little sparkle around his eyes. We're going to need the white tool for that. So there we go. Just a subtle sharp ping around the eyes. There we go. That's exactly what we're looking for there. And maybe like a little bling on the jewellery as well. There we go. And that's just a simple example of how you can use brushes. You've got a lot of other brush options to use and different brushes that you can load in, and many other ideas and things. You can add some different ideas into the background. Use the brush to oh, hold on, made the mistake there. Should have put in a new layer. Always remember I'm putting a new layer. Let's just name them while we're here. Let's call that main. This one's sparkle. And number 3 is let's just call it background effects. So yeah, we've taken one of the other brushes, and we've just going to place that around, and if we pull that down, put it underneath main, you can see that it disappears here. So we're just going to change around and make some different colours and just see what we can come up with. So there we go, we've got a nice coloured background, got a bit of sparkle on the jewellery, a bit bling, and a little sparkle around the eyes as well. And there you have it. That's how to add a little bling and sparkle to your Photoshop images.